Hello, viewers. Today we are going to learn from the Diary of Anna Frank, the fourth lesson of class 10th English. Now, let us learn about Anna Frank. Anneliese Mary, famously known as Anna Frank, was a German Dutch diarist of Jewish origin, one of the most discussed Jewish victims of the Holocaust, born in Frankfurt, Germany, 12th June 1929. She died either February or March in the year 1945 at the age of 15. Let me introduce the lesson. This lesson is an excerpt from Diary of a Young Girl or the Diary of Anna Frank. It is an autobiography that was first published in 1947. In this, Anna expresses her thoughts in a diary which was gifted to her on her 13th birthday. She names the diary Kitty, which she considered as her only true friend. She mentions about her childhood, her family, and a lot other things that she told no one else. The main explanation of the lesson. The author feels that it is strange and unusual for her to write in a diary about her feelings and expresses because it was the first time she was doing it. She feels this because she thinks that in the future no one would be interested in reading about a young girl going schools past. She thinks that later even she will not be interested in reading it. But then she puts these thoughts away and decides that she should write if she feels like doing so. She feels the need to write because there were a lot of thoughts she had been holding on to lately and she needed to get them off her mind. It is known that writing one's thought acts as therapy. She makes the decision of writing a diary. The author feels that paper has much more capacity to absorb thoughts than people. People have low patience levels, but a piece of paper, being a non living thing, would not refuse from observing her thoughts. This realization came to her one day when she was feeling more sad and confused than usual. She could not even decide whether to go out or stay at home at that time. When she finally decided to stay at home, she sat being depressed and in deep thought. Again, she thought that paper had more patience and she decided to write everything that came in her mind because she did not intend on making someone read it unless she found a real friend. By real friend, she meant a friend with whom she could share all her secrets. The author then came back to the point where she thought of beginning to write. It is because she is lonely and has no friend to talk to. She then goes to explaining why she feels the need for a friend. She feels that no one is going to believe that a young girl like her is so alone, which practically she is not because she has a loving family, nor about 30 people that can be called friends, loving aunts, and a good place to stay. This depicts a clear picture of a happy family, but the one thing that lacks in her life is the presence of a true friend with whom she can share everything. She does have a good time with friends. They talk about stuff, but not real stuff that is actually going on their lives. Despite trying hard, they are unable to get closer. She feels that maybe it is her who is not able to trust anyone with her private stuff, that she is not able to come any close to her friends. She feels that the current situation cannot be changed and thus she needs to write her feelings in the diary. Usually, when someone is writing in a diary, They list down all the facts about them in a formal manner, which the author does not want to do. This is because she wanted to give her need for a friend a shape and thus decides to name the diary as Kitty. Hoping that someone would read her diary one day, she thinks that writing without giving details about the background story would be ineffective. So, despite not wanting to do so, she gives brief details about her life. She refers to her father as the most lovable father one could get. Her father married her mother when he was at the age of 36 and she was 25. She and her sister Margaret were both born in Frankfurt. As soon as Anna turned 4, her father moved to Holland, followed by her mother in September, while both the sisters stayed with their grandmother in Aachen. Margaret was also sent to Holland in December, followed by Annie in February, who was bought as a birthday present for Margaret. In Holland, Annie was sent to Montessori Nursery School. It was her first school. She started from first form. She had Mrs. Kuprius, the headmistress, as her teacher in sixth form. When he even cried at the time of farewell in 1941, the author's birthday could not be celebrated well because her grandmother fell ill and underwent an operation. Unfortunately, her grandmother left them in January 1942. Annie misses her grandmother more than anyone knows. This year's birthday was to be celebrated with great zeal so as to compensate for last year's. She then mentions that her family is doing well, which sums up her background and brings her to the present day of June 20, 1942, when she is writing her diary. On June 20, 1942, Anne begins writing her diary addressing it her friend Kitty. She mentions how her entire class is nervous about their results. It is unexpectable and will be decided by a meeting of teachers in which they will select students to be moved to next class or kept back. Many students were making bets. Some had put in their entire summer savings at stake. She and her friend G also made fun of the nervous boys. They kept on saying to each other that I am not going to pass, while other would counsel them and say, yes, you would. G was polite and she tried to stop them from making noise while Anna scolded them, but none of it worked. According to Anne, about a quarter of class should not be allowed to pass because they hardly respond or take part in any of the activities. She refers to them as dummies, but this may not be the case because teachers' decision cannot be predicted. The author says that she is not bothered about the friends because she is sure that they will pass. The only thing about subject that she is unsure about is mathematics. She seems to be having a tough time with the subject, but all they could do was wait for the result and not lose their hope. She tells how she was a great relationship with all her teachers except the math professor. He was constantly irritated by the author's talkativeness. Despite several warnings, Anna did not stop talking in his class, which prompted him to give her extra homework as punishment. The first one was to write an essay on Chatterbox, which she thought was a weird topic to write on because what could one write about that? For the moment she wrote the topic in her notebook, kept it in her bag, and focused on staying quiet. The author came across the note she made as a reminder for the essay After she had finished the rest of her homework, she began thinking about the topic. While chewing the tip of my fountain pen is a gesture that signifies a person is in deep thinking. While anyone could mention random stuff written for the sake of filling pages, she wanted to present concrete arguments in support of talking. She mentioned that she will try to better herself as a student, but talking is something that cannot be eliminated completely. This is because she got it as an inherent trait from her mother, and this is how she ended up writing 3 pages on the topic. The professor found Anna's arguments to be amused, but when she did not stop talking in the next lesson, also, he gave her yet another assignment as punishment. The topic was an incorrigible chatterbox. Incorrigible refers to a bad habit that is difficult to change. He gave her this topic because he was annoyed of her unstoppable chattering during these lessons. On receiving this assignment, the professor did not say anything to her for a while, but when he lost his patience, he handed her yet another assignment as punishment on the topic quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. When the professor scolded her for the third time and punished her, the whole class started laughing. As a result, she had to pretend to be amused too. After writing twice on similar topics, she ran out of thoughts. Thus, her friend Sane, who was good at poetry, offered to help her write in rhyme. This whole assignment scenario was to make Anna feel amused, but she made sure that she gave an effective reply. She finally wrote her third assignment in the form of a poem which turned out to be great. She wrote a satire that a father swan bit his 3 baby ducklings to death because of their noisy nature. To her good luck, the professor took it lightly. The professor recited the entire poem in front of the class while giving in his own remarks simultaneously. The author began, fortunate enough, talking uninterruptedly after this incident without any further homework as punishment. Also, Mr. Guessing, the professor started cracking jokes over now and then in front of the class. So with this, we have finished the lesson, and these are the difficult words and its meanings. Kindly go through. These are the words from the lesson and its meanings, and kindly write the answers for the following questions to check your comprehension. Thank you. Have a nice day.